Hello students, in our last lecture we are studied a practical problem number 4 on computation of income from salary. In our today's lecture we are going to solve a practical problem number 5 on computation of total taxable income from salary. Okay, so here problem number 5 is given in front of you. That is, Mr. Pawar is a production manager of ABC Private Limited, which is engaged in manufacturing computers. He provides the following particulars of the income from salary for the year 2019-20. Okay, so here Mr. Pawar is a production manager of ABC Company Limited, and the company is engaged in manufacturing the computers. Okay, and Mr. Pawar has provided the particulars of his income from salary for the year 2019-20. Okay, so information is given. That is, first point, basic salary rupees 60,000 per month, bonus rupees 1 lakh, commission rupees 70,000 per annum, entertainment allowance rupees 30,000 per annum. Then a rent-free unfurnished bungalow has been provided in Mumbai, and the bungalow belonging to the company. It means the bungalow is owned by the company and its fair rent is rupees 15,000 per month. Got it? So here we have to compute the perquisite of accommodation. But here accommodation, but which accommodation? Accommodation of unfurnished bungalow. Okay, so we have to compute a rent free unfurnished accommodation of the employee of the SSE. Okay, then the company paid in respect of bungalow the facility of watchman and cook, each whom is being paid a salary of rupees 750 per month. So company has also provided a facility to employee such as watchman and cook, and each person has paid a salary rupees 750 per month by a company. So company paid a salary for watchman and cook provided to the SAC. Okay, provided to the Mr. Pawar. Okay, then next one is the company paid in respect of this bungalow rupees 5,000 for electricity bill and 3,000 for water bill. So again the employer has paid a electricity bill as well as water bill of the bungalow or the accommodation provided to the employee. So all these two perquisites are taxable. It means whatever the amount or whatever the facility is given by the employer to the employee are taxable. Okay, then next one is employer has provided free use of car 1390 cc for official as well as personal purpose. All expenses are paid by the employer. So here employer has provided a car to the employee and car cc is 1398 cc. It means 1400 cc. So car cubic capacity is below 1.6 cc. Then we compute a valuation of motor car or compute a motor car facility, valuation of motor car. Okay, and the purpose of car is used for the official and personal purpose. Okay, purpose is for official as well as personal purpose. So remember the valuation of motor car perquisites says that if the car is used for both official and personal purpose and cubic capacity of the car is below 1.6 cc, then 1800 per month and plus driver's salary 900 per month. Then we make a total and the amount is called valuation of motor car facility. Got it? So here driver is not provided, only car is provided to the employer, and the purpose of the car providing is the car is used for personal as well as official purpose. So we take into consideration that the amount is rupees 1800 because the car cubic capacity is below 1.6 cc. Then next one is the employer pays a sum of rupees 2400 on account of professional tax. So employer has paid a professional tax of employee amounted to rupees 2400. So employer has paid a professional tax, then we add the professional tax in gross salary, and then we deduct a professional tax from gross salary under section 16 subsection 3. Then gift a computer from employer. So gift received from employer amounting to rupees 24,900, all are taxable. Employer contribution towards recognized provident fund rupees 90,000 per annum, rupees 90,000 per annum. So we have to compute a contribution of employer or exempted contribution of employer, that is 12% of salary. So first of all we have to compute a salary for the purpose of contribution. Okay, got it. And then we compute a exempted contribution of provident fund of the employer, oh sorry, employee. Got it. So here we read a problem. Now we solve this problem. Here solution. Computation of taxable income from salary. Okay, name of SAC. Name of SAC is Mr. Pawar. Okay, then assessment year 2020-21. Then previous year 2019-20. Then prepare a 3 column, that is particulars rupees, particulars rupees, particulars rupees, year, rupees. Then first point, that is basic salary. So basic salary is rupees given, that is 60,000 per month. 60,000 multiplied by 12, here we get 7,20,000 basic salary of the SAC. Then next bonus 1 lakh per annum, bonus 1 lakh per annum. Then next commission 70,000 per annum, commission 70,000 per annum, 70,000 per annum. Then next entertainment allowance rupees 30,000 per annum. So entertainment allowance all are taxable. Entertainment allowance 30,000 per annum, 30,000 per annum. Then next rent-free unfurnished bungalow. So we have to compute a working note for valuation of accommodation, rent-free accommodation, working note first. That is valuation of rent-free, rent-free unfurnished accommodation. Okay, rent-free unfurnished accommodation. So here first point is accommodation is owned by owned by employer. If not owned by employer, then we compute a accommodation by another rule, that is actual expenditure. Okay, that is actual expenditure, or here we studied the valuation of purpose. If the uh, house is not owned by the employer, accommodation is not owned by employer, then we compute that the list of the following three or two. Okay, if the house is not, accommodation is not owned by employer. Okay, but here accommodation is owned by company, it means employer. Okay, if not owned by employer, then we uh, compute a rent-free unfurnished accommodation by another rule, that is rule given, rent paid by employer minus 15% of salary. Very easy to compute a rent-free unfurnished accommodation if accommodation is not owned by company. Here in this problem, accommodation is owned by, accommodation is owned by accommodation is owned by employer. So we have to taken into consideration the population of the city. Okay, so here first point is accommodation is owned by employer. Second point is that is accommodation, or the accommodation is provided in which city. So accommodation in Mumbai. Okay, accommodation in city, city, that is Mumbai, Mumbai city. Then third point is the population of city, population population of the city. So population of the city is about 25 lakh always, because it is a metro city. Okay, so population is about 25 lakh. Okay, about 25 lakh. Got it? 25 lakh. Then now we compute easily the rent free unfurnished accommodation. Okay, so first of all compute a salary for the purpose of valuation of rent free unfurnished accommodation. So here make a star, because we compute a salary, we compute a salary is equal to, salary for the purpose of accommodation, salary is equal to basic pay. So basic pay is rupees 7,20,000 plus 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 basic pay plus basic pay plus bonus. So bonus is rupees 1 lakh per annum, which is given here. Okay, here we taken into consideration bonus, and we already studied the salaries, computation of salaries for different purposes. So remember these uh, salary, how to compute salary for different purposes. Okay, so salary for accommodation is equal to basic pay plus bonus plus commission plus DA consider for retirement benefit per plus all taxable allowances. Perquisites is not included in computation of salary for the purpose of accommodation. Only taxable allowances. Okay, got it? Then plus 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 commission amounted rupees 70,000 plus plus entertainment entertainment allowance. Entertainment allowance is rupees 30,000. Okay, so here we taken into consideration allowances as well as salary. Okay, now make the total, and that total is called salary for accommodation. Salary for accommodation, and the total is equal to 7,20,000 plus 1 lakh plus 70,000 plus 30,000. It means 2 lakh 8 lakh 20,000. 8 sorry 7 8 8 9 lakh 20,000. Okay, 9 lakh 20,000 is the total salary. 9 lakh 20,000 is the salary for computation of accommodation. Got it? So remember the rules, remember the valuation of perquisites. Okay, and remember the salary computed for different purposes. Okay, okay, if you remember all the things relating to the valuation of perquisite, then it is very easy to compute a perquisite uh, if it is given by the employer, or if it is not given by the employer, or it is taken on a rent basis accommodation. So it is very to easily compute a rent free unfurnished accommodation. And if the accommodation is owned by employer, then compute 15% of salary. Okay, if population is above 25 lakh. Okay, got it? Remember the rule for computation of accommodation. So here make a 2 column, particulars rupees. Okay, so remember we will we are discuss the valuation of rent free unfurnished and furnished accommodation. In our earlier lecture we are discuss this perquisite, that is, if the is population is up to up to 10 lakh, then we consider 7.5% of salary if the accommodation is owned by employer. Remember this, if the accommodation is owned by employer and population of that city is 10 lakh or up to 10 lakh, then we compute 7.5% of salary. If population is about 10 lakh up to 25 lakh, then 10% of salary, and population is about 25 lakh, then 15% of salary. Okay, we already discussed the perquisite. Remember this perquisite for valuation. So here particulars, then rupees. Okay, amount in rupees, particulars, value of rent free unfurnished accommodation. Okay, so unfurnished accommodation population about 25 lakh, then 15%, that is 15 divided by 100 multiplied by salary, 9 lakh 20,000 is the salary. Got it? So 15% on salary we get here, that is 1,38,000. Okay, 1,38,000. Then we here add value of furniture, 10% cost of 10% 10% cost of furniture. So furniture is not provided, so here furniture is not provided. Okay, so here the total is called 15% of salary. First of all compute a unfurnished, then we compute. So here total is equal to 1,30,000. This total is known as 1,38,000. This total is known as rent free unfurnished accommodation. Okay, and how to compute a furnished accommodation? Once you get a rent free unfurnished accommodation, then it is very easy to compute a rent free furnished accommodation. Just add a 10% cost of furniture in unfurnished accommodation here, but furniture is not provided, so nil. Okay, and the amount is called, that is rent free furnished accommodation. Same amount, no difference is there, 1,38,000. But here we need to find out only rent free unfurnished accommodation. If furniture is provided, then we add this 10% cost of furniture in the rent free unfurnished accommodation, then we get a rent free furnished accommodation. What is it? Is very easy to compute a rent free furnished accommodation. Okay, there is no difference to compute a rent free furnished accommodation by different method and rent free unfurnished accommodation by different method is similar. Just add 10% cost of furniture in unfurnished accommodation, we get a rent free furnished accommodation. So here we get 1,38,000 is the value of unfurnished rent, so it is taxable. So add here rent free unfurnished accommodation, that is in working note first, 1,38,000 is the value of accommodation. Then next, got it? Then next, the company has been provided. Okay, so the cook and watchman facility is provided. It is a perquisite, and perquisite is taxable. So here watchman salary paid by employer. So here into bracket 750 per month per person into 12. Per person means two persons are provided in bungalow. One is watchman and one is cook. So 750 into 12, that is 9,000. 9,000, that is 9,000. Next one is cook. Cook salary paid by employer. Okay, same amount 750 into 12. So here outer column 9,000. Then next electricity bill and water bill paid by employer. So both are taxable. Okay, both are taxable. Electricity bill paid by employer. So here amounting column 5,000, amounted rupees 5,000. Then next water bill also paid. Water bill paid by employer. Water bill is rupees 3,000. Okay, so here whatever the facility is provided by the employer to employee, all are taxable. Okay, we already studied the taxable and exempted perquisites in our earlier lectures. Okay, then next one is car facility. So here again we make a working note number 2 for valuation of motor car. Okay, valuation of motor car facility. Here working note number 2, that is valuation of motor car facility. Okay, motor car facility. So here first of all the car is owned by. Okay, so situation is very important. Situation, that is situation is given here. Car is owned by employer and expenses paid by employer. Very important. Who paid the expenses of car is very important for the purpose of valuation of motor car, as well as the ownership of the car. Here ownership of the cars remains with the employer. Okay, so car is owned by employer and expenses is also paid by employer, is the first situation. Second situation is purpose of the car. So car is used, uses of car used for both official purpose as well as personal purpose. Got it? Here read the problem again. Read the perquisite of car. Here employer has provided car cubic capacity 1.3 or 1.4 used for official as well as personal purpose. All expenses are paid by employer. So here employer, the car is owned by employer and expenses paid by employer. Car is used for official purpose as well as personal purpose. And last one is very important, the cubic capacity of the car. So here third point, that is third point, car cc, cubic capacity of the car is 1398 cc, that is below 1.6 cc or 1600 cc. Got it? That is 1600 cc. So here we find out the car is owned by employer, expenses is paid by employer, the purpose of car and the use of car is for both official and private purpose. Car cubic capacity is also we find out, that is car cubic capacity is below 1.6 cc. So here remember the valuation per visit. Okay, so here value of motor car is equal to 1800 per month into 12. Got it? So car is owned by employer, expenses paid by employer. So here taken into consideration the car cubic capacity. So car cubic capacity is below 1.6 cc, then 1800 per month plus driver salary if driver provided 900 per month. So here driver is not provided, so we taken into consideration that amount is only 1800 per month, because the car cubic capacity is below 1.6 cc. If car cubic capacity is more than 1.6 cc, then we taken into consideration that 2400 per month. Okay, it means 2400 into 12. Got it? So here is equal to, we get a value of motor car amounted to rupees 21,600. Okay, so here we find out the value of motor car, value of motor car, value of motor car. Okay, in bracket working note, second. Okay, second 21,600. Then next professional tax paid by employer, then add, or it is included in the gross salary. So here professional tax paid by employer amounted rupees 2400. Got it? Then last one is uh, gift from employer. Okay, so gift from employer. Okay, gift received in kind, then exemption is given. So read the perquisites. Okay, perquisites, we already studied the perquisites. Okay, if gift is received in kind, okay, then 5000 exempt up to rupees 5000. Okay, so here a gift received in kind. Okay, gift from employer, that is received a computer. Okay, received a computer. So in amounting column, in inner column, that is amount of computer is, amount of gift is rupees 21,000, sorry 24,900. Okay, so gift received in the kind 24,000 24,900, 24,900. Then deduct less exemption into bracket gift received in kind amounted to rupees 5,000 So here deduct the 5,000 from 24,900. So here we get the taxable amount of gift, that is 19,900. Then next one is employer contribution to recognized provident fund. Okay, so employer contribution to RPF amounted to rupees in inner column, because we get a exemption. Okay, we already studied the tax treatment for recognized provident fund. So here employer has contributed to the provident fund of employee amounted to rupees 90,000 per annum. 90,000 per annum. Then we get a deduction less, deduction means exemption, less exemption 12% of salary. So here we have to compute a salary for the purpose of exemption of contribution to RPF. So here into bracket salary is equal to basic pay. Salary is equal to basic pay plus DA into bracket applicable means consider for retirement benefit plus commission, that is percentage of commission on sales. Okay, so here we compute, that is equal to basic pay 7,20,000 plus DA is not given, that is nil, plus commission is not given on sales, so nil. So here we get a salary is rupees 7,20,000. So 12% on, that is into bracket here 12 divided by 100 multiplied by 7,20,000. Now we get a exempted contribution amounted rupees 86,400. Okay, 7,20,000 into 12%, 86,400 is deducted from 90,000. Here we make a bracket to deduction of the amount from 90,000. Got it? Here we deduct a 5,000 from 24,900. We get a taxable amount of gift. Then we compute a contribution. Employer contribution is 90,000. Then we deduct a 86,400 exemption, that is 12% of salary is allowed for exemption to employer. So here exemption is given, and taxable amount is rupees 3600. 3600. Okay, so here we taken into consideration all the information given by the SAC, that is Mr. Pawar. Now make the total of outer column, and that total is called gross salary. So here make the total. Make the total. Make the total of outer column, and total is equal to 7,20,000 plus 7,20,000 plus 7,20,000 plus 1 lakh plus 70,000 plus 30,000 plus 1 lakh 38,000 plus 9,000 plus 9,000 plus 5,000 plus 3,000 plus 21,600 plus 2,400 plus 19,900 plus 3,600 is equal to 11 lakh 31,500. Okay, is the gross salary. Is the gross salary. So here we get a gross salary amounted to rupees 11 lakh 31,500. Then we deduct a deduction under section. Here deduction less deductions under section 16. So here first point is that is standard deduction under section 16 subsection first A amounted to rupees 50,000. And second one is that is entertainment allowance under section 16 subsection 2. So here entertainment allowance is not allowed to deduct for private sector employees, nil. Then next third point is professional tax under section 16 subsection 3. Okay, amounted to rupees 2,400. Okay, here 2,400 is the tax. So make a total of deduction, that is 52,400. 52,400 52,400. Okay, 52,400. So here 11 lakh 31,000 minus 52,400, we get a amount, and that amount is called total taxable income, and amount is equal to 10 lakh 79,100 is the total taxable income of the Mr. Pawar from salary. Okay, so here we get total taxable income from salary. Got it? Total taxable income from salary. Got it? Here we complete a 5 problem on computation of taxable income. Got it? So here we compute total taxable income. We cover all the perquisites or valuation of perquisites as well as taxable and partly taxable allowances in uh, each problem. Okay. In our next lecture we are solve another problem on computation of taxable income from salary, that is last problem on computation of total taxable income from salary. After completing the problem 6 we are going to start our theoretical unit number 2nd. Okay, so thank you very much.